Hi lovelies, welcome and welcome back to this little corner of the internet where I just talk about everything and nothing at the same time. I set a goal for myself that I try to do more videos, or I just start doing videos in this year. We will see how it goes, but I'm full of hopes about that at the moment. In this video, I would like to talk about why I still use an mp3 player instead of just using my phone to stream music. I wrote down my thoughts because I'm still trying to get used to how to speak in English or how to form my ideas and sentences together in English. So I hope you will all understand what I'm saying and that you understand and that you enjoy the video. Let me know in the comments. But I think you might be all wondering why anyone would still use an mp3 player in 2024. I mean, after all, we have our smartphones on which you can stream endless number of songs and albums, and I think this is that I want to get away from. When I was growing up, it was the years around and mainly after 2010. I still remember we had a little CD player. In 2010 I was 9 years old, and I didn't have a smartphone until I was 14 or 15, I think. So I didn't have any other options than listen to music through the radio or on a little player. And I still remember how thrilled I was when I saved up enough money to buy new CDs of artists I loved or to download songs on empty ones. I memorized how many times I had to click on each CD to get the specific song, which CD contained which albums of solo songs and so on. And I think it was something special. Then in 2016 or at the beginning of 2017, I got my first smartphone. It was my father's old iPhone 5, and it opened up such a new, overwhelming place I never really experienced before. I mean, I had a PC, sure, but with a phone in my pocket, I could go on the internet anytime I wanted. And of course, it didn't take much time, and I discovered the world of streaming music. I first signed up to Apple Music, then over time I turned to Spotify, and there were endless categories and numbers of music basically at my fingertips. And I learned about playlists, I created ones, discovered new tracks and artists, and it was really fun. But then there was a feeling that started shadowing over the back of my head, or just started to have this uncomfortable feeling of some sort. Like I paid around €5 per month. I can't remember exactly. And for what exactly? So I can listen to songs without ads and offline, and I can download the tracks in the app. And I started to grow wary about the subscription model, or is subscribing model, and now I don't really hide that I'm all against them. I mean, you pay, yet you don't own the products. However, there was another issue, at least for me, about having music and audio files on my phone, and it was storage. Today your whole life is basically stored on your phone, like photos of memories and files for your work or uni projects, many apps and banking details and so on. And all of this data goes to the cloud, for which, you guessed it, you have to pay. So I started to look back at our old CD player, the things which captivated me about it are the memories and its simplicity. It does what it's intended for to do. It plays music. It allows you to just stop for a moment, select a favorite song by clicking the buttons and simply enjoy the music. I think one of the other reasons why I started using an mp3 player is the lack of distractions. Just think about it. Have you ever, like, for example, opened Instagram while the music you intended to listen to was put in the background and just started scrolling? I'm sure you experienced it too when you see a video on Instagram or Tumblr which automatically pauses the song in the background, which is what you wanted to focus on in the first place. It's really annoying. But then you realize that you didn't want it to watch videos, you just wanted to listen to music, and then suddenly you ended up on Instagram or Tumblr. I think having this social and your professional life on the same device is continuously distracting us from our hobbies and downtime activities, in this case from music. And that's not something that I'm fond of in this streaming and social media world. When you buy an album with the intent to transfer it to your little player, you own it and has the feeling that you can use it for many more years to come. Because it won't just disappear or be blocked behind a subscription. You own it and you downloaded it. It has a value because you intentionally choose specific songs that you put on your little device. They has to mean something to you for you to go through the process of buying and downloading and then transferring them. This whole thing just has a nostalgic feeling for me and just fills me with joy just using the little player. If it's not what's worth it, then what is?